Today we're going to overview the installation process on the X009-FD2. Hello everyone, my name is Javier Vergara with the Alpine Electronics Resale team. I'm going to show you the steps to get this done. Now we're going to be working on two different vehicles. We have this 2013 F-150 that comes equipped with the bench seat, and we're also going to cover the F-150s that are equipped with the center console. Okay, so let's get started. So here's what we're going to do to take the factory radio out. We're going to remove two 7mm screws out of the cluster cover. After that, we're going to unsnap the vent cover on this side. Over on the passenger side, we're going to take 3 bolts out of the airbag. There are either 8mm. In some vehicles, we've seen 10mm. Okay. Right after that, we're going to push the airbag. Do not disconnect it far enough so we can get to the 7mm screw that's on this vent cover. We're going to find 2 7mm screws on top of the factory bezel and 2 at the bottom. Okay. Over on the top of the dash, we're going to find 2 additional 7mm screws, and we're going to take this cover out so we can place our GPS antenna there. Now, in the case of the F-150 equipped with the center console, we're going to start taking it apart by removing the front console covers. Okay, and once we do that, we're going to find 2 8mm screws, 1 on each side. As we go towards the back, we're going to find 2 10mm screws, and then we're going to open up a center console where we're going to find 3 T25 Torx. We're going to remove those, then we're going to take out the top cover, and then we're going to find 2 8mm screws right in the front. We're going to remove those, and then we'll be able to slide the center console towards the back. Okay, and then that's going to give us access to 2 7mm screws, and then we're going to take those out, and then we'll be able to pop the covers out. Okay, after we take the covers out, we'll be able to get to the 2 top screws on the radio bezel. The 2 at the bottom are exposed once we take the cover out, and then we'll be able to take the bezel out. Okay, now it's time to flash our Maestro module, and the first thing we got to do is plug it in with the provided cable. Right after that, we're going to plug it into our computer. Now in this case, I'm using a Mac. Normally you will use a PC. If you are running a Mac, you need to run parallels in order for you to be able to do this. Otherwise, you will not be able to do it. Okay. So after you plug it in, we're going to launch Internet Explorer. We're going to go to the iDialink website, and we're going to select the iDialink Maestro. From then on, we're going to click on Flasher Module, and once the unit is detected, you'll be able to flash it. Okay. So we're going to select Flash by Vehicle, and then we're going to be able to select the make. In this case, it's a Ford. It is a 2013. And the model, it's an F-150. From there, we're going to select the trim. Since this is the FD2, we're going to select a My Ford with a 4.3 inch screen. Okay. From there, we're going to select the steering wheel control. So we only have one selection, so we're just going to go ahead and click Confirm. Okay. We're going to select the brand of the head unit. In this case, it's Alpine. Select the model. It's an FD2. And then we're going to enter the serial number of the head unit. Now you can find this etch on the head unit itself, or you can find that on the box. So we're going to enter the 8-digit serial number, and then we're going to click Next. And now we can choose the OEM systems to retain. In this case, we do want to retain the steering wheel controls. We want to be able to display vehicle information such as tire pressure, voltage, and then after that is Park Assist. Okay, this vehicle is not equipped with Park Assist, so we're going to deselect that.
We do want to retain the force sync system, and we also want to be able to display gauge information. Okay, so right after that, we're going to click next. And now we can configure the steering wheel controls. Now, if you click on any one of the commands, now it allows you to change, if you so desire, to change the command to anything else. In this case, we're going to leave it the way it is. And right next to it, you can also see there's a secondary drop-down menu. And this is for a press and hold command. Okay, you can select any of the commands available. In this case, we're going to leave it the way it is. But make a note of it that if you ever want to change any of these commands on the steering wheel control, you are able to do so. Okay, so we're going to click next. And now our module flashing has begun. Okay, now look on the right-hand side. There's a print wallet card icon. Okay, if you click on that, it's going to give you the ability to print a record of the steering wheel commands. Okay, I really don't need this now, so I'm going to just click this out of here. And now we can see our flashing progress, and now we're completed. Now we're going to connect our Maestro module to the main harness and continue with our installation.
Okay, so we mounted our media plate. We inserted the new USB and HDMI that are going to be connected to the X009. Okay, so now we have our two cables here. Now we're going to start plugging everything else. Since we flash our Maestro module, now we can plug it in. Okay, so we'll take our two main harnesses here, plug those two in. Okay, so we have our antenna adapter here, plug that in. Now we can bring in the head unit and mount it. Okay, now that we have everything plugged in, we're going to mount the head unit using the factory screws. One thing we like to highly recommend is that you guys use a hand tool to do this and not a power tool, because that will reduce the chances of damaging the nose piece. So in this case, I'm using a ratchet with the 7mm socket. All right, so now it's time to plug in our H-pack onto the new bezel. So we got our red cable here, and we have our white plug. Okay, so we're going to plug in the key harness, and finally we'll plug in the button, top button, and then we can screw the P's into place. Okay. All right, so now we assemble the dash back together. We're gonna test the system, make sure that the radio is communicating with the vehicle. We're gonna check and make sure that we are getting gauge information, door, tire pressure information. So we're gonna go ahead and turn the key on and check the vehicle and the radio. So our unit is on now. We're gonna hit OK. All right, so as you can see, we have HVAC controls. So if we turn that on, we got our fan, adjust the temperature. It's working fine. Change the air, so now we got from the vents and from the floor. That's working. That's window defrost, that's coming from the top. Both. max AC. That's working fine. Let's turn it off. So you can see that's working fine. Let's check our hazard lights. That's also working fine. Okay. So now let's check the vehicle information. Okay. We have 3 doors open. The hood is open. We are running at 11.9 volts, so we need to charge this battery. And as you can see here, this is marking us that this is red, so we're gonna have to check the tire pressure. I did notice earlier that the dash light was lead. It was telling me that one of the tires was low, but I didn't know which one. So now I can easily see which one's low, put some air on that tire, and we'll be good to go. Okay. And here we have gauge information. So we're good. Now we can wrap this up and let it go on its way.
So that's a wrap. Our installation is now completed. Till next time.